Hi, it's me, Abida Rasheed, with another episode of MasterClass. So today I'll be teaching a very special dish among the Malabaris, and it is called Meen Chuttadu, whole fish baked. So I'll teach you how to cut a fish, for which you just remove this part of the fish and just from both sides, after which we will just cut off the fin. See, I would love to remove this part of the fin also, this part. I don't know, I saw my mother doing the same thing and I'm trying to do the same way only. This is how they do at home. Then you can trim the tail and give it a nice shape to the tail, because on presentation the tail also looks nice when the V is there. Now we just open out a small slit here and pull out all the stomach part, whatever has to be cleaned. Just pull out everything. The gills are okay, and then we would put a lot of slits on the fish so that the masala really penetrates into the fish. So I want about half inch slit, but I don't want you cut near the stomach. I want the slits only on the sides. From both sides I want you to do the slit. Leave the stomach part. I think the slip should go deep down to the bone so that there is enough space in the meat to penetrate all the masala what we are going to give. Now let's clean the fish. See, always see a sea fish, you can clean it with salt water. It makes it more cleaner. After washing the fish, we will marinate this fish and a little bit of lime juice. Or maybe if you don't have a lime, you can use vinegar also. I just want that sourness to come. And into also a whole lime. Let it penetrate for some time on both sides. So we leave the fish here for some time. Now we go back to the filling. Now we'll make the masala to fill inside the fish, for which we need coconut oil. Add very little coconut oil, maybe a tablespoon of coconut oil. If the coconut oil is more, it tends to ooze out. So whenever we do any filling, lesser the oil. And to this add onion, green chili and ginger. Now you should slice onion should be very thin, because we have to saute this and stuff it inside the fish. So the thinner the better. When the onions are transparent or translucent, we'll add in some kismis and cashew nuts. See, where you think, why spicy and why the sweetness? But that sweetness is the best part of it. Now we can see the kismis fried and the cashew nut a little bit of golden color. To this we add a little bit of turmeric powder, just 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and less than half teaspoon of chili powder. Saute it well and add enough salt for the onion, not for the fish. Now we add in a little bit of curry leaves and freshly cut coriander leaves. Once you add the curry leaves and the coriander, you can off the stove and wait till it cools. We have this masala for stuffing ready. Now we will stuff this masala into the stomach of this fish. Now we need to have a special marinade for the outer part of the fish. We have already stuffed it with the onion filling. Now we need another filling, another marination for the outer part, for which we will have some chili powder or maybe a fish fry masala created by me, and that's called AR Foods ka fish fry masala, to which you add about 5 to 6 spoons of the chili powder with half teaspoon of turmeric powder and enough salt. And always mix your masala with coconut oil or any oil you're using. I always prefer coconut oil, and use less oil when frying, because you're already mixing your fish with coconut oil. The masala has been mixed with coconut oil. So when frying, you can reduce the quantity of masala. Suppose you don't have this fish fry marinade, it's not a problem. You can use any chili powder of your choice, what you normally use. So now the marinade is ready. We will just apply it on the fish. I think we have given a lot of inserts in the fish, so make sure that the masala is put into the inserts. Stuff it first into the insert, into the gap what we have created to put the masala. Now spread it nicely on top of the fish. See, if you don't like it very spicy, maybe you can use less spicy chili powders also, or maybe a coating of turmeric and salt and very little chili powder also can be done. And down Malabar and Andhra and all this part, we use a lot of chili powder, and we love to have our food a little spicy. But I think people in the north and foreign countries, they don't use much of chili powder. So it's not a must that you should use so much of chili powder. Instead of that, you can just do a turmeric and salt coating with very little of that paprika powder or something, if you don't like the spice. I'm showing you the original recipe. Now we have applied the marination on the fish. I think fish doesn't need much marination time. The minimum of marination needed is, according to me, I love the fish to be marinated by half an hour to 1 hour maximum. And whenever you are marinating your fish, please don't marinate and keep it in the freezer or fridge and thinking that whenever you want it, you can take it out, and then I think it gives a bad taste, like a dry taste for the fish. The more the fresher, the better it is. So we leave the fish to marinate for about half an hour to 1 hour, and then we'll do the next step. Meanwhile, we need a juicy sauce-like thing to go with the fish, towards which we will make some sauce, heat some coconut oil into it, add shallots, thinly sliced shallots. The onion should saute well until it is transparent, to which we will add a lump sum of garlic. I love garlic, but whenever we use garlic, I prefer to use the smaller ones. They have more flavor, and I always prefer to have the garlic done in time cooking, not you do the garlic paste and keep it and use it later. No, I want the real smell of garlic to come into my sauce. So just crush the garlic immediately, add it to the sauteed onion, let it cook. When the onion is transparent and the garlic also is sauteed, just check the smell. If the raw smell is there, it is not done. If that rawness is gone, then we will add in a few curry leaves, a few coriander leaves, saute it well, and into it we will add some chili powder and turmeric powder, a spoon of chili powder and turmeric powder, or maybe if you have a left out of the marinade mixture, you can add that to the onion mixture. Add some salt, enough salt, only to salt this particular onion, because we have already added salt for the marinade as well as the stuffing. So whatever necessary for the sauce only add. Add a little bit of water, so the onions are a little lightly cooked and not very dry. When we keep it in the oven, we don't want it to be dry. Add a little bit of water. Okay, let it cook for a few minutes. Okay, now the masala is ready. Now we'll get back to frying of the fish. So the fish is ready after 1 hour of marination. Actually, we do the frying just to get a coated color of that fried texture on the fish. In this pan, with the open cooking, the meat will not be properly cooked. For that, we put the fish back into the oven to be cooked. Or in the authentic method, we normally put charcoal on top and then do the baking. But since we have an oven nowadays, so it's better we go back to the oven. So to fry this fish, I add in very little bit of coconut oil to the pan so that it is totally covered. And to this pan, the whole fish goes. So whatever masala left, just give it to the coating. You can see the oil oozing out of the fish, no? There is enough oil for the fish to fry. You know, when we are frying, you can see some particles and all coming out, the onion and all, chances of coming out. It's okay once it is fried. We can just lift a little bit of oil, the hot oil, onto the top part also, so that that part also is getting cooked. Now, I always recommend to buy a medium fish, because if it is too large, to turn it around and all is very difficult. So a medium fish only is normally what we use. I mean, if there is possibility for you to fry it as a big fish, it's fine. After attaining the color from the other side, we will turn it around. Meanwhile, you can just add a little bit of hot oil onto the top. Now let us turn it around. I know it's a task, but I don't want the fish to split. So take care and do it slowly. I think you can do it. Yes, done. The fish is getting its color. Meanwhile, we have done a sauce to go with the fish, the garlic and the onion mixture. Now I will add it to the fish. Long back when my grandmother and all used to make this fish, you know, we never had an oven in the house, but they had their own style of oven. So what they do is, they put it into a vessel which is a little deeper, and on top they put a lid. On the lid we do some coconut shell, make a little bit of charcoal of coconut shell, or maybe charcoal also, and high heat from top and low heat from below. A light heat on the below part, and slowly it is cooked. So that was a baking which I saw when I was young. So I think that is also gives better results, because the more time it takes to penetrate the oil, allowing the masala to get into the fish, you know. There is lots of garlic here now. All that flavors will enter into the fish. But today I'm doing a baking section only, because I already got an oven, and my studio I cannot bring in coconut shell and all that. But next time, maybe when I do outdoor videos, I'll show you how to cook in authentic baking style also. A pinch of garam masala would do wonderful. The pinch is enough, not more. If it is not there also, if you don't like the flavor of garam masala, you can avoid it also. It's not a must. Now we have transferred the fish into a baking dish. Now we will put this fish in an oven, like a preheated oven, in about a 180-degree light heat, and maybe we cook it for about half an hour to 20 minutes to half an hour, and then the fish will be done. I bake the fish in the oven for about 20 minutes, and it's quite hot. I think you have to serve it whole. Actually, it's a very important dish in our family, and when we have a party or when we want to welcome somebody, really, we do this whole fish or the whole goat. These are the real Malabari favorites. So hope you could follow my teaching, and please try to do this. In case you have any queries, please add in your comments. I will reply to you. And until then, goodbye from Abida Rasheed, and I'll be coming back with more and more masterclasses.